Stop writing she felt sad. Seriously, your readers aren't feeling any single thing when you do that. I'm about to show you 6 ways to make emotions hit so hard your readers will forget they're reading. I'm Lucas. I help fiction writers create stories that punch you in the gut and leave you thinking about them for weeks. Today, we're fixing the biggest amateur mistake in fiction: emotional telling instead of showing. You'll walk away with a bulletproof system, real examples, and a 15-minute rewrite method that will transform your scenes. Here's what's happening. You write, Sarah was devastated, and you think you've done your job. You haven't. You just labeled an emotion like you're narrating a nature documentary. Here, we observe the devastated human in her natural habitat. Real talk. Showing beats telling because telling makes readers spectators. Showing makes them participants. When you write, his heart pounded, that's showing, sort of. But it's lazy showing. Every amateur writes pounding hearts and trembling hands. The difference between amateur emotion and professional emotion isn't just what you show, it's how you show it. Stay tuned because I'm giving you a toolkit that will change how you write emotions forever, maybe. Hopefully, it's up to you. Your brain is wired to respond to concrete images, not abstract concepts. When you read "She was angry," your brain goes, "Cool story, bro," and moves on. But when you read "She folded the laptop shut with careful precision of someone planning murder," and boom, your brain lights up. Neuroscience backs this up. Study shows that vivid concrete descriptions trigger the same neural pathways as actually experiencing those sensations. That's why showing works. You're literally hacking your reader's nervous system. But here's where most writers screw up. They think showing means describing every physical symptom. Wrong. That's not showing, that's just more telling with extra steps. The pros use 6 specific levers to show emotion. Here's your toolkit. Alright, here's your arsenal. 6 ways to show emotions that will make your readers feel like they're living inside your character's skin. Forget pounding hearts, go micro. The tiny specific actions that reveal everything. Bad. He was nervous. Good. His thumb found the torn edge of his wallet and worried at it. The same spot he'd been picking at since sophomore year. See that? One specific detail that reveals not just current emotion, but history. That's micro behavior. Pick one personal tick per character and use it as their emotional signature. Show the mental spiral, not the emotion's name. Bad. Lisa panicked. Good. The house was too quiet, just like last time. The doctor said it wouldn't happen again, but doctors were wrong before, weren't they? Always wrong when it mattered. You just felt her panic without me naming it. That's thought pattern showing, revealing the why behind the feeling. What people say versus what they mean. That gap is where emotion lives. Bad? I'm hurt, she said. Good? Do whatever you want. You always have. She kept her eyes on the dishes, scrubbing the same plate for the 3rd time. The hurt is in the contradiction. Fake permission plus passive aggression plus the repetitive action. Dialogue warfare at its finest. Make the world reflect their inner state through what they do. Grief. He set 2 plates, paused, put one back. Jealousy. She snapped the flower stem while complimenting her rival. Anxiety. The volume on everything, TV, conversation, her own breathing, seemed turned up too high. Basically, you let their actions and the environment become emotional extensions. Turn feelings into physical sensations, but make them fresh. Bad, her heart sank. Good, cold water seemed to fill the spaces between her ribs. One sharp, specific image, no generic metaphors. Make it feel like something your reader has never felt but somehow recognizes. Now, this is the hardest one. Less is more. Don't overscore the moment. Amateur move. 3 paragraphs of sobbing and internal monologue. Pro move. She made it all the way to her car before the first tear fell. Trust your reader to fill in the gaps. When you hold back, they lean in. When you overshare, they check out. The rule? Show enough to create the emotion, then stop. Your reader's imagination is more powerful than your description. Cool, but how do you actually apply this systematically? Here's your step-by-step method. Here's how you turn any told emotion into shown emotion. I call it peel. And once you learn this, you'll never write flat emotions ever again. P stands for pin the beat. What exact emotional moment needs to land? Don't just say sad, get specific. Devastated, melancholy, resigned, heartbroken. Different emotions need different approaches. E is for evidence, not labels. Replace every felt, was, seemed with concrete evidence, physical cue, thought pattern, and one other element. The next E is externalize the internal. What can we see? Action, environment, dialogue. Make the invisible visible. And finally, the L. Leave a gap. Cut the summary sentence. Delete the he was angry and she felt hurt. Trust the evidence you just planted. Let's peel jealousy in real time. Told version. Maya felt jealous watching Tom flirt with the new intern. Peel in action. Pin. Sharp spike of territorial jealousy. Evidence. Maya's coffee cup met the table with more force than necessary. The intern laughed at Tom's joke, the same throaty laugh Maya had practiced in their bathroom mirror just last month. Externalize. She smiled with all her teeth. She seems nice. And finally, the L, which is leave the gap. As you can see, there is no Maya was jealous anywhere. Do you feel the difference? The jealousy hits because you discovered it, not because I told you it existed. Now let's speedrun 3 emotions you probably butchered every day. Acute fear, not he was scared. The keys slipped twice before finding the lock. It's fine, he told himself. Just the wind. Definitely just the wind making footsteps. He flicked the lights on, off, on again. Nothing. His breath caught on the exhale. Quiet love, not she loved him. Without thinking, she matched his walking pace. Don't make this weird, she warned herself. You brought backup batteries, she said, tucking the receipt he'd forget into her coat pocket. Warmth spread in the space where cold usually lived. Aftershock grief, not he missed her. He kept the house at 68 degrees now. The ladies lasted longer that way. 2 place settings again. Damn muscle memory. The answering machine blinked its red eye at him. Message from Tuesday. He reached for the button, stopped, went back to the dishes. Alright, ready to fix your own writing? Let's do 15 minutes. We might have a massive improvement after. Here's your field surgery for emotional scenes. 15 minutes to transform amateur emotion into professional emotion. Minutes 0 to 3. You should hunt for the labels. Find every felt, was, Lee adverb, circle them. These are your targets. Minutes 3 to 7. Pin and peel. For each circled emotion, pin the specific beat, then peel it. 1 micro behavior, 1 thought pattern, and 1 external element. Minutes 7 to 12. It's the read aloud test, which is you read it aloud. If it sounds like a medical report, you're telling. If it sounds like a movie scene, you're showing. And finally, minutes 12 to 15, which is you should cut the fat. Remove 1 description per emotion. Less is more. Trust your readers to connect the dots. Do this once a week for a month. Your emotional writing will transform. Maybe. Hopefully. It's up to you if you do this method, the peel method, for a month. Now I have 2 advanced moves or slash extra moves for you. The first one is emotional echoing. Give each POV character a signature emotional tell. When it appears, readers know exactly who's feeling what. Then there's the sentence rhythm matching. Short sentences for panic, long flowing sentences for melancholy. Let your sentence structure mirror the emotion. Master these, all of everything we discussed, and you'll write emotions that will haunt readers for days. Drop your worst told emotion sentence in the comments. I will peel it for you. And hit subscribe if you want to write fiction that readers can't put down. I'll see you in the next one.